What an amazing night. And I know you know by now. We don't have to save it for later. I mean, we are. I don't know. We'll get right to it first, though. How about that? We'll just get right to it because Leon Edwards beats Kamaru Usman, as we'll get into that reaction. Then the aftermath of this whole thing. And that's why we tell you in the description to the podcast, like, the drama begins once the fight ends. And for us, it's building because we like Leon Edwards here. You got Colby Covington in the mix. A lot of people upset that Khamzat Chimaev has been snubbed once again. I mean, are we not surprised, though? I mean, are we surprised? It's hard to be surprised. But Khamzat getting snubbed. Dana White, who says we don't make fights after the fights until we get back to Tuesday and the drawing board and this whole spiel. And he says, no, Colby's up next. Forget all the stuff I said before. So, you know, Khamzat fans are going bananas today. And I'm one of them. So I guess I'm going bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Yes, I'm going bananas. But before we get into that, listen, last night we went 11-3-1. I know you guys are ready to come on here and say, hey, you don't know what you're talking about. But from back-to-back pay-per-view events, we're 11-3. We almost fell to 0-2 early. It could have been a bad night. Things turned around. But, you know, as we get to Edwards versus Usman reaction, we're kind of skipping the normal set of sequence that we usually follow, right? We work from the bottom up, but we got to get to Edwards Usman first and foremost. It's going to be at least one draw on a judge's scorecard, but he needs 2 out of 3. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Give it to Leon. 48-46, 48-46. And 47-47. It's got to be Leon. Come on. And still, baby! Woo! Yes! Yes, he did it. He freaking did it, man. Twice. And the crowd is going bananas despite the point loss. Wow. Wow. Unbelievable. Leon Edwards beats Kamaru Usman for the second time, retains the belt, and still welterweight champion. Yeah, and that's the crazy part, for the second time, right? Not the first time. But for the second time, he retains the belt, and he did it on 120 significant strikes at just 87 for Usman. But here's where it got confusing for people. 57-34 Usman in head strikes. It was all body shots and leg shots for Leon Edwards, 50-6 in leg shots. Now, Usman did have 4 takedowns, 5 minutes of control. People are upset today, but I do think Leon Edwards won 4 of the 5 rounds, lost the point, and I'd have it 48-46 for Edwards. If it was 3-2, it would have been a draw. So either way, Usman wasn't winning this fight. But people are a little upset with the outcome. The bottom line is Leon Edwards wins. That's what we wanted. That's what we predicted. We just followed the order of the dude list. But then after the fight is when things get fun. Because, okay, as a Khamzat fan, and several of you out there are with me, what's going to happen now? Colby's not fighting anybody. He's been on the sidelines for a year. He's not getting a title shot, right? It has to be Khamzat. But no. Dana White says right after that Colby Covington is going to get the next shot. He did it again. He just waits. He's smart, really. He just waits and he gets a title shot. So that's the way it goes down. And as we pull up the dude list real quick, you know, you see Colby Covington back to number 6. So I don't want to hate on him too much. Khamzat's number 1, right? Colby's 6, and he's taking on Leon, who's 8. So we got to go with Colby in that one. Then if Colby wins, we want to see Khamzat beat him. But, you know, but we're going to be excited along the way. Right now, we're excited Leon Edwards won. But the big thing, too, is what's next for Khamzat. Because this guy's just on the sideline. Now he's got to wait for Colby and Leon. No welterweight title shot for at least a year. So what's next? Kenneth Bruner says it's either Khamzat versus Whitaker or Vettori, or Khamzat straight to a title shot against Izzy or Pereira. Literally nothing else makes sense for 185. Dana is quoted today saying Khamzat's next fight will be a top 3 middleweight. Khamzat will be champion this year. And I really hope Bruner is right. I really hope Bruner's right. But what was the Gilbert Burns fight for then? right? Hey, if you beat number 3, you get the title shot. Or number 2 at the time. He beats him and then nothing. So now he's got to go in the middleweight and do it again. So now we're basically rewind, not even yet, to the amount of time when they first announced a Burns fight till the day they announce Vettori or Whitaker. We basically have lost all that time in his career because he's going to beat a top contender, and then the same thing, you get a title shot. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not believing anything. So Khamzat is on the outside looking in. He got robbed once again. This guy cannot get a title shot for anything, even though he just dominates opponents. Now, he didn't dominate Burns because it was Ramadan. His body was broken down. This year he says he's not fighting through Ramadan, which I believe, don't quote me on this, but is set to begin very soon. And that ends on April 22nd. Then he's back to training. So it will be a little while, but, he beat Burns, a high-level welterweight fighter, during a time when he wasn't eating during the day. Or maybe he was because he was on a trip. I don't know, but still, he's not 100%, and he still won that fight. What's up? This your boy Chris Cross. Thanks for watching. Do me a favor, hit the subscribe button in one of the links below. Then click on one of them clips up above and enjoy yourself. Thanks for watching. Have a great day and God bless. Peace.